Now, Good Morning Northwest, he killed a classmate and shot 3 others at Freeman High School. Why Caleb Sharp's original sentence is unconstitutional.
We are warming up to temperatures in the 90s. I'll tell you how a heat advisory will impact your Labor Day weekend plans in your First Alert forecast.
And Democrat presidential nominee Kamala Harris finally spoke with a reporter, how she answered pointed questions about a shift in position on some of her policies. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Friday, August 30th. Let's get you on over to Allison Martinez. She's filling in for Mark Peterson this morning. Take a look at that weekend forecast.
Good morning. We have a gorgeous start to our day here in Spokane. You really won't be seeing a whole lot of clouds for the next couple of days. We've got clear skies now. 54 degrees is where we're at. Now, we do have a heat advisory in place for this weekend. Heat is the major headline that we're telling you about. This will be in place Saturday through Monday. It's for the entirety of our region. Everything you see shaded in orange here on your screen. 4 things to know about your weather for this Friday as we kick off the 3-day weekend. We've got a cool morning today, so take advantage of those overnight lows. Really use those early morning hours to open up the windows, go for a dog walk, morning jog, a warming trend. We've got lots of sunshine, and we have a hot Labor Day weekend ahead. Here's a look at our current temperatures. We're at 51 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 54 in Spokane. Up in Sandpoint, we're at 45 right now, and 51 degrees in Ritzville. We'll tell you more about that Labor Day forecast coming up here in a few minutes.
Allison, thanks. Well, the man who shot up Freeman High School needs to be resentenced. That was the agreement of both the prosecution and the defense yesterday.
The sentence Caleb Sharp faces is 25 years to life. Sharp was 15 years old when he opened fire at Freeman High School, killing 1 classmate and injuring 3 others. During the short hearing yesterday afternoon, he did not speak and remained emotionless. This hearing comes after the Washington Court of Appeals said in an April opinion that the original 40 years to life sentence was unconstitutional because of Caleb Sharp's age at the time of the crime. The judge asked both parties if they expected to have anyone speak at the resentencing date, specifically any of the victims' families.
We have reached out to them and let them know that the state's position would be that they would have the opportunity to speak. I know that Ms. Strahan herself would like to speak. I know that a couple others have expressed the desire to do so as well.
The judge said resentencing would be set at a later date.
DNA evidence from a cigarette led to a breakthrough in the unsolved murder of a 33-year-old woman in Kent 44 years ago. In 1980, Dorothy Dottie Selzer worked at a pizza place and left there to go home. Police say that this was the last time she was seen alive. Investigators collected DNA evidence at the scene, but for years there was no match. Then, 2 years ago, thanks to genetic genealogy databases, investigators narrowed it down to 11 potential suspects. In March, police picked up a discarded cigarette belonging to Kenneth Kundert. Scientists then compared the DNA sample found at the crime scene, and they matched. Last week, police found and arrested Kundert in Arkansas, and he'll be brought back to King County to face charges. Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz sat down for their first joint interview since becoming the Democratic presidential ticket.
The interview with CNN comes as former President Donald Trump is making news on abortion rights. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, the interview covered a number of topics, including how Harris has changed positions on some of her policies.
So, Robin, this was an unscripted interview with Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz. Harris facing tough questions from CNN's Dana Bash on several issues. The VP has changed her position on the Green New Deal, Medicare for All, and building the border wall, also highlighting her plan for the economy. Harris says she wants to extend the child tax credit to $6,000 for families. Bash asked Harris about the criticism she received on how she's handled immigration issues.
I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, violations of American laws regarding the illegal passage of guns, drugs, and human beings across our border.
During this joint interview, Walz addressed being on the defense ever since accepting his nomination as Harris's VP pick.
If it's not this, it's an attack on my children for showing love for me, or it's an attack on my dog. I'm not going to do that.
Is questioned about former President Donald Trump's attacks on her race. Trump claims that Harris is only embracing her multiracial identity for political purposes.
I know she was black, until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black.
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
Meanwhile, Trump is on the campaign trail in the Midwest, making a statement on reproductive rights.
I'm announcing today in a major statement that under the Trump administration, your government will pay for, or your insurance company will be mandated to pay for, all costs associated with IVF treatment, fertilization for women, IVF treatment.
The Harris campaign says Trump's own platform could ban IVF and abortion nationwide. Harris and Trump are scheduled to face off in their first debate on September 10th. It will be hosted by ABC News. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy for News Now.
Hannah, thank you. A judge will now decide where the Bryan Kohberger murder trial will happen. He is accused of killing these 4 University of Idaho students: Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonzalez. In a hearing in Latah County yesterday, Kohberger's defense team pressed for this high-profile case to be moved 300 miles away.
The judge telling the court this is the hardest decision he's had to make in his career. In yesterday's hearing, the defense argued Latah County has received more media coverage on this case than any other county in the state, and that this overload of media coverage has poisoned the jury pool, and prospective jurors presume Kohberger to be guilty before the trial begins.
And the right to a fair trial cannot happen in Latah County. There is way too much media coverage. It is biased media coverage. It has impacted the potential juror, and it causes bias in the potential juror.
Now, the prosecution, on the other hand, said that there has been media coverage of this case everywhere, and traveling 300 miles to the Ada County Courthouse won't change that.
The fact is, Your Honor, this case has media coverage everywhere. That is something that was acknowledged by the defense, and that is something that is abundantly clear in these surveys.
Now, the state also said the logistics of moving this trial 300 miles away doesn't make sense, saying it costs a lot of money to house everyone needed during this 3-month period, and it's difficult to transport all the evidence across the state. Judge John Judge did not make a ruling yesterday, and we still haven't been told when to expect that decision.
Breaking news this morning out of Dallas, where 1 police officer has been killed, 2 others wounded in a shootout. According to Dallas PD, 2 officers responding to an officer in distress call found that officer shot outside of his patrol car. The 2 officers were also shot by the gunman as they returned fire. The shooter drove away with police in pursuit. He eventually stopped and got out of his car carrying a long gun. Officers shot and killed him. The 3 injured officers were taken to the hospital, where 1 died. Another has life-threatening injuries. For lots of us, Labor Day weekend is the unofficial end of summer.
And for many families over the holiday weekend, they'll try to sneak in that one last road trip. And that means that you can expect a lot of cars out on the road more than usual, especially if you're going on the passes. Now, take a look at this chart from the Washington Department of Transportation. The department says there will likely be about an average traffic level on Snoqualmie Pass today. But the same can't be said if you're driving back on Tuesday, with the department predicting moderate to heavy traffic on the pass around lunchtime, with traffic peaking at around 11 o'clock.
And if you are hitting the road for Labor Day weekend, you can expect to pay actually less at the pump than this time last year. Around this time last year, a regular gallon of gas cost about $4.78 a gallon. This year, almost $1 less at $3.80 a gallon. In Cooney County, it was about $4.10 a gallon last year. Now you can expect to pay about $3.42.
It is appreciated too this summer.
Big time. It is now 6:08.
Checking back in with Allison Martinez, also appreciated as we head into our last weekend of summer for most people. These temperatures can be warm.
Anyone who's traveling on the road will need to crank up the AC, because we've got some hot temperatures the next couple of days. We'll let you know how you can plan your weekend around the heat coming up here in your First Alert forecast.
And disease-carrying mosquitoes found in 30 states, where hundreds of people have been infected and 3 died. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed! I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's Good Feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated. But since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Outback models with 0% APR during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at AutoNation Subaru.
Michael is about to retire. All right. Here's what's going into his retirement.
Very large community of acting students.
Yes! 4 years of me trying to keep up with him.
Family that loves him.
He taught me how to ski this year.
He's a world-class teacher.
He's a chosen family member.
Yeah.
It's not retirement, it's the new chapter in life.
What's retirement?
Your retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Protect your life's work and help secure and grow your retirement savings with Prudential.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication. As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedom we enjoy every day as Americans. Stop into any Global branch to pick up a red pin and show your support.
And then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
This summer, don't sweat it. Bill's Heating and AC has you covered with the best prices on air conditioners and heat pumps, guaranteed. With over 3,000 five-star reviews, we're the locally owned company you can trust. Our expert technicians provide fast, reliable service to ensure your home stays comfortable all season long. And should you ever have an issue, we're open 7 days a week to provide immediate help. So what are you waiting for? Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote today.
It is 6:12 on the nose. Here is a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Former President Donald Trump has filed a petition to move his criminal case and postpone sentencing.
Trump's sentencing on 34 counts of falsifying business records is currently scheduled for September 18th. The judge is expected to rule on a previously filed motion to delay it until after the election. He also wants his New York criminal case moved to a federal court in Manhattan.
The Harris campaign is launching a new bus tour aimed at reproductive rights. The Fighting for Reproductive Freedom swing kicks off next Tuesday in Palm Beach, Florida. The tour will make stops, at least 50 of them, in key battleground states. Representatives for the Harris Walls ticket will be at each location, contrasting Donald Trump and Kamala Harris's stance on reproductive freedom.
The United States Postal Service is outlining security plans ahead of the 2024 general election. Its goal is to improve the safe delivery of mail-in ballots, including additional pickups, extra deliveries, and special mail sort plans to expedite ballot delivery. Now, the USPS said those efforts will begin starting in late October. And lastly, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service plans to implement rigorous security protocols and monitoring for potential threats.
At least 3 West Nile virus deaths are being reported in the upper Midwest. Experts say the wet and hotter than usual summer has raised the risk for mosquito-borne diseases. Nearly 300 cases have been reported across more than 30 states. Severe cases and deaths from these diseases are rare. Experts recommend using insect repellent and wearing long-sleeve shirts and pants at dusk and dawn.
It's Friday. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Today we have a cool morning to start, then we'll see sunny skies. You'll want a light layer just to start off the day, and then shades. Our high is 89 degrees.
Good morning, Northwest time. Right now is 6:13, and we are counting down the minutes until the Cougs home opener tomorrow.
Yeah, so the question, will you be able to get a beer from the stadium's regular concession stands? The answer coming up a little bit later. Stick around.
When it comes to voting for local judges, it's tempting to just guess, but making an educated decision might be more important than you think. I'm Derek Dice. I'll show you how to judge the judges on your ballot before you vote. Watch For the People coverage Tuesday on 4 News Now at 6.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs during the Big Deal event. this week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
I always get excited when my inventory looks this good.
And that means it's the perfect time to trade up. Plus, this week, get top dollar for your trade-in, including a minimum trade offer. And delay payments until November 1st. Today through this Monday at both Cal locations.
Need an account to high five about? Boost your checking balance with 5.5% APY on Kasasa Cash Checking or 5.5% cash back on purchases with Kasasa Cash Back. Only at Progressions Credit Union. It's easy. Qualify for rewards like ATM surcharge refunds up to $25. Other activities include 1 ACH deposit or withdrawal each month, 12 monthly debit card transactions, and enrolling in e-statements. Give your money a high five with Progressions Credit Union. Learn more at progressionscu.org.
Your last chance to see your Spokane Indians this season at Avista Stadium is August 27th through September 1st. Highlights of the homestand include Friday, August 30th, Armed Forces Appreciation and Fireworks presented by Windermere Real Estate. Saturday, August 31st, Washington's Lottery Fireworks Night. And Sunday, September 1st is AAA Washington's season finale and Fireworks Spectacular. For tickets and game times, go to SpokaneIndians.com.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Don't miss out on this limited-time offer to upgrade your kitchen with the Frigidaire Professional 4-piece package and save up to $3,100. Experience precision cooking with this Frigidaire range. Keep your dishes sparkling with this professional dishwasher. This sleek microwave offers sensor cooking technology, and this fabulous refrigerator designed with our Space Pro shelving system.
Okay, Limu, you said it. Then as I spike it, I'll tell them how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Got it? Did you get that? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Good morning. Your time is 6:17. Here's a live look. Hey, this place is hopping this weekend. Pig Out in the Park right there in Riverfront Park down below.
So many options for food and music.
Yeah.
And
I went there yesterday and just kind of walked around and listened to a couple of bands. It's just really so fun. And it's
so cool.
It's going to be toasty when you head down there this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone attending will want to grab an ice cream, a lemonade, definitely water, all of the things, because we've got some hot temperatures on our hands, especially tomorrow through Monday. We have a heat advisory in place. This is for pretty much the entirety of our region, right up to western Montana here. And of course, we like to give you these reminders as we have this extreme heat. Remember to take advantage of those early morning hours to head outside, take your dog for a walk, go on a morning jog. We've got some cooler overnight lows that should help. Of course, keep your kids hydrated, water, electrolytes. Take breaks if you're going to be outside for long periods of time, and checked in on your neighbors and loved ones. Here's our air quality. Right now, we're in the moderate range, though we are trending upward. We're trending better towards the good range. We've had some smoky Labor Day weekends in the past, but overall, we're looking pretty good here. For today, we have a high of 89 degrees in Spokane. We've got sunny skies and calm winds. Tonight, we'll cool down to 54. It's going to be a clear night. Maybe open up those windows, let in some cool air. And for our highs, we're right around the 80s for North Idaho. We're in 82 in Sandpoint, 86 in Coeur d'Alene, and 87 in Kellogg. Over in Spokane, we're looking at 89 degrees. We're at 90 already in Moses Lake and Grand Coulee. Here's your planning forecast. We've got some hot conditions, and they're not going away anytime soon. As we look to the future, we are trending warm. We are going to continue to see these hot temperatures. So 89 today. Saturday, we're looking at 92 degrees for our high. That's our first Cougar football Saturday of the season here in Pullman. Go Cougs. And for Sunday, we're at 95 degrees. Definitely get that AC going. And then Monday, we're at 91. You see some clouds here because we have the potential for some possible rainstorms, some thunderstorms, and some breezy winds that day. But that's really going to happen in the afternoon and night if it does happen. And then we'll be in the 80s for the week ahead. So great weekend to get in the water and drink lots of water, of course.
My air conditioner has kind of been on pause for the last week or so. Might have to turn it back on.
Let's make it a comeback. It's now just about 6:20.
And as we've been talking about, the Cougs are preparing for their season opener this weekend.
But the Eastern Eagles already played theirs. Sports director Julian Minnesone lets us know how they fared against Monmouth. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Friday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we have some of the best inventory we've had in years. And during the Labor Day sales event, we're offering great trade-in values. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with a 1-year, 15,000-mile maintenance plan. And if you're looking for a new truck, SUV, or Camry, Toyota's got new inventory rolling in every day with great financing options, so you can start your driving adventures tomorrow.
Findlay Toyota's downtown. What I look for in a contractor is someone who's reliable and skillful.
That's where Angie comes in. With top-rated certified pros in over 500 categories, Angie can connect you with the right pro for any home project. Find top-rated certified pros in your area at Angie.com.
Introducing new Advil Targeted Relief, the only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. New Advil Targeted Relief.
You ever try cash backing? It's earning 3% at drugstores with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
So I can save on something special for a first date.
Wait, that's all for a first date? Whoa. All right, come on. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back?
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
Labor Day is finally here. It's our biggest savings event of the year, and you'll find huge savings on our newest fall arrivals for every room in your home. During the Labor Day event, you'll get a full 60 months to pay with absolutely no interest and no money down. Or for cash purchases, we'll subtract the tax. Join us this Labor Day weekend with special hours Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hurry in to your local More Furniture showroom for the best selection.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. Eastern Washington kicked off the season with a 42-27 win over Monmouth. It was the Eagles superstars who led the way. Quarterback Kekoa Viceparis threw a career-high 5 touchdowns on the night. 3 of them were to that man, Efton Chisholm III, who had 12 catches for a career-best 173 yards. The Eagles are now 1-0 and have some extra days of rest for taking on Drake at home next week. WSU opens the season on Saturday against Portland State. Head coach Jake Dickert is entering his 3rd season at the helm of the Cougars, and he's had some pretty successful starts to each season. Dickert hasn't lost a season opener during his time in Pullman, and he's hoping to keep that streak alive by shortening the practices this week so the Cougars can be sharp on game day.
If I got to get them motivated for game 1, I mean, you know, what are we doing here? So I think it's our guys being focused, being ready to play, and you've worked so long since January 1st to get to this moment. Go out there and you know, obviously deliver your best.
Kickoff is at noon on Saturday in Pullman. And Idaho revealed their new jerseys for the season opener against Oregon. The Vandals are hoping to bring an ice storm to Eugene with those all-white threads. Idaho kicks off against the number 3 ranked Ducks at 4:30 on Saturday. And Spokane Velocity fought hard but fall short to the Richmond Kickers 3-2. It was the final group play match of USL Jägermeister Cup. Spokane returns home on Wednesday to take on Union Omaha. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Well, the WSU football season kicks off this Saturday in Pullman against Portland State.
But if you want a beer at a Cougs game this season, you still won't be able to find any at the regular concession stands. WC spokesperson told 4 News Now this week they are not asking to expand the service this year.
And beer and liquor sales are offered in the club and suite levels of the stadium, as well as the designated areas on practice fields before the game and at halftime. The Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board has never approved the university's previous request to expand beer sales in the stadium.
Look at you, you're a hero.
Well, a fearless officer wrangled a testy alligator with his bare hands. And the encounter was not only caught on camera, but it was his second gator grabbing incident of the day.
What?
Now, the police down in Houston, Texas shared a video on Facebook of a fearless and fast-handed cop there who dealt with a surly snapping alligator on a homeowner's doorstep.
Jeez.
But as Lieutenant Bill Henry approaches the small gator, you can tell it's not having it. Aggressively snapping at the officer who makes a lightning-fast grab to take him into custody there.
Well done.
A little guy, but he's feisty.
2 in a day in Houston.
That's got to be a record.
Oh, my goodness. That's scary. It's now 6:25.
Well, no matter if it's by plane or car, this will be a busy weekend for holiday travel. Our Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk this morning with what you need to know before you head out the door on Labor Day weekend.
And changes could be coming to the way Spokane handles its emergency calls, the issues the city is seeing, and how it wants them fixed. That's coming up. And as we send you off to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the bid to move the Idaho murder trial.
I would say this is probably professionally the most difficult decision I've ever had to make.
Suspect Brian Kohberger back in court as the judge weighs whether an impartial jury can be seated in the city where the murders occurred. Kohberger's attorneys trying to prove the Moscow jury pool is tainted.
There hasn't been positive stories about Brian Kohberger. It's negative stories. There's not a media story talking about Brian Kohberger's right to be presumed innocent.
The victims' families speaking out to GMA.
It's just one thing after another, except for what needs to happen.
Coming up at 7 a.m., the judge weighs his options as justice hangs in the balance. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Moscow.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Nestled in the heart of the Inland Northwest is a community of dedicated workers. They rise with the sun, their hands shaping the land we call home. They nourish our communities with their unwavering commitment. At Adams Tractor, we believe their hard work deserves to be celebrated. In this year's Tribute for Our Farmers, Adams Tractor extends a heartfelt thank you to those who ensure our tables are full. Through every season and every condition, your dedication never falters. From our family to yours, thank you. A tribute for our Inland Northwest farmers, brought to you by Adams Tractor.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, August 30th. Welcome to it. We have Allison Martinez in today for Mark Peterson. And of course, taking a look at our forecast for today and this holiday weekend. Good morning.
Good morning. We're taking a live look over the Veterans Memorial Arena here in Spokane. It's a gorgeous day. We're not even seeing a single cloud in the sky right now. It's currently 54 degrees. Now, one thing that we are actively tracking all through this weekend is a heat advisory. This is in place tomorrow through Monday. Sunday is going to be the hottest day of this Labor Day weekend. This advisory is in place for the entire area, shaded in orange on your screen, which is really all of our region here. Here are 4 things to know about your weather for this Friday. We have a cool morning today. We're seeing some cool overnight lows for the next couple of days, so definitely take advantage of those more comfortable morning temperatures. We've got a warming trend that's taking us to temperatures in the 90s for this weekend. Lots of sunshine all week long and a very hot Labor Day weekend. Some areas could even be seeing temperatures into the 100s. For our currents, we are at 51 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 54 in Spokane. Up in Colville, we're at 41, 51 in Ritzville, and 54 in Pullman. Here's your hour-by-hour planner so you can plan your Friday. We're starting out here in the 60s around 10 a.m. Then we're heating up quickly. We'll be at 77 degrees by noon. We're hitting 88 by 4, and we've got plenty of sunshine all day long.
It is a long holiday weekend. Do you have travel plans?
Conditions are looking good for Americans trying to save a few bucks as prices are down for this Labor Day weekend. And Hannah Joy's at our Breaking Now desk this morning. Hannah, what can we expect as we head into this holiday weekend?
So, Natalie, whether traveling by air or by car, millions of Americans have something to celebrate this holiday weekend: lower prices. The Transportation Security Administration is preparing for its busiest Labor Day travel period on record across U.S. airports. TSA is expected to screen 17 million people through September 4th. AAA projects the busiest travel day will be today.
What we are anticipating is Thursday and Friday are going to be the busiest days, not only at the airports, but also on the roads. So our advice is if you're going on a road trip over Labor Day weekend, you want to leave as early as possible on Thursday and Friday before 11 a.m.
AAA says it's seeing a 2% dip in the cost of domestic travel.
See the airfare coming down for both domestic and international travel. We see it in the low single-digit percentages.
Meanwhile, travelers can look forward to lower prices at the pump this holiday weekend. Gas Buddy says the national average for gas on Labor Day will be $3.27 a gallon. That's the cheapest for the holiday since 2021. Over the weekend, Americans could spend a total of $750 million less on gas than they did last year. Last year in Spokane, people paid $4.80 a gallon for gas. The current average is $3.80. As for top Labor Day destinations, Seattle, Orlando, and Alaska make up the top 3 domestic destinations. And for you, it's not too late to travel. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A man is now facing charges for seriously injuring another man in the Garland district earlier this month. The attack happened near West Garland Avenue and North Post Street on the 15th. The Spokane Police Department says 48-year-old Johnny Witherspoon attacked the victim and then left him unresponsive with some serious head injury. Now Witherspoon faces first-degree assault charges.
A motorcyclist died in a crash in East Spokane. The Spokane Police Department says he crashed into a car near Sprague and Freya yesterday. The driver of the car did not suffer any injuries. As of now, investigators have not released the name of the motorcyclists. Spokane Regional Emergency Communications provides 911 calls to most of the county. It does so for the Spokane Fire Department too, but city employees handle dispatch calls for city police.
Now, earlier this year, the SREC board said the city needed to be all in or all out. Over the weekend, the mayor sent a list of recommendations and concerns it wanted the board to address before the city decided to move forward with the regional approach. The board just had a meeting to discuss that list. It agreed with recommendations regarding enhanced transparency and collaboration, but it could not come to an agreement on the suggestion on eliminating user fees, saying that if it did,
we would potentially incur debt to fund some of those future needs at the overall expense of our taxpayer, costing them more to achieve the desired service levels. And so right now, the only way to achieve it would be to reduce service levels.
City Administrator Maggie Yates disagreed with that assessment.
Based on our analysis and based on the analysis of the expert report, the expenditures could be covered by tax revenue alone. So it's our perspective that we really need to critically evaluate those user fees and make sure that we're properly stewarding limited taxpayer dollars.
Moving forward, the board agreed it would create a transition committee for further discussions with the city. It also requested county commissioners provide 2 representatives to that group. The SREC board expects to send a formal response to the city's suggestions sometime next week. Now, the city says it's hopeful it'll be able to move forward with SREC, but will have a blueprint laid out if it needs to go about this on their own.
The city of Spokane has until the end of the year to reallocate the rest of the money from the American Rescue Plan. These funds are supposed to go to programs still recovering from COVID. After-school programs like the Boys and Girls Club of Spokane County can apply for up to $50,000 with the Youth Sports and Activities Grant up until September 21st. It would be up to the program to decide whether this money goes toward expanding facilities or offering scholarships to families.
The goal is to lower the costs for low-income folks, especially that they are able to have those programs after school.
Councilman Zach Sapone says that offering a space outside of school is intended for students to build the community they lost from the isolation of COVID. It is now 6:36.
And you're checking back in with Allison Martinez here as kids are getting on the bus today.
Yes.
Some kids still have a few more days till that bus, but.
Yes, that's true. And we've got some hot temperatures for the kids that are starting next week. But for today, at least, we have some more comfortable mornings, maybe a little hoodie to start off your day. But we'll tell you why that hoodie will be thrown on the playground pretty quickly here coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And making it harder for kids to get tobacco. The new rules put in place by the FDA. We'll tell you next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Hey, honey, I hear that Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage can accommodate all of our storage needs.
Yeah, and all indoor units are powered with lighting and plug-ins to keep our RV and boat batteries charged.
And you know what I love? The extra wide driveways. It makes it easy to move around.
And I love their motto, protect and preserve. And they use a state-of-the-art security system with awesome customer service.
And they're staffed 7 days a week for indoor and outdoor storage access.
Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage. All the fun you can fit into summer.
Call or click today to check out their units.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun. And I, the sea.
I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's delicious and nutritious gummies. Unwrap new Vitafusion soft chews, available now.
Global Credit Union serves the men and women of our armed forces stationed around the world. We're proud to honor our military members by wearing red on Fridays.
RED stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, and 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are inviting you to wear red on Fridays too.
Show your support for the men and women of our armed forces.
Tell them and their families thank you for their service and for protecting our future. Stop by any Global branch and pick up a red pin.
And then remember to wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
The Labor Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture. Save like never before with discounts on your favorite brands at the biggest sale of the year. Or enjoy 0% interest for 5 years and pay over time. But hurry, because these limited time offers won't last long.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish living rooms, and quality dining sets are all on sale.
Celebrate Labor Day with style and savings this week at Walker's.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Heading out for a day at the beach or a weekend in the mountains. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V or turn heads in the sporty Civic. And when you drive a Honda, You're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Dog breeders slain. Did the killer steal the victim's 10 Doberman puppies? These puppies are worth $4,500. Are other breeders safe?
It's scary.
Next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Welcome back. The time is 6:39, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. He's known for his moves in the ballroom, but this morning, Dancing with the Stars pro Artem Chivintsev is out on bail following a domestic violence arrest.
The 42-year-old handcuffed and booked by police yesterday on suspicion of felony domestic violence in Napa County, California. The Russian-born dancer has competed on 12 seasons of Dancing with the Stars, where he met his wife, former WWE wrestler Nikki Garcia. The couple was on-air partners. They married in 2022, share a 4-year-old son, and just this week commemorated their second wedding anniversary. It's not yet clear if Garcia, the star of the reality show Total Bellas, was involved in the alleged altercation.
One of the 2 doctors charged in connection with Matthew Perry's death is set to appear today in a federal court in LA. There, he's expected to plead guilty to conspiring to distribute the surgical anesthetic ketamine. Dr. Mark Chavez reached a plea agreement with prosecutors earlier this month and would be the 3rd person to plead guilty in the aftermath of the Friends star's fatal overdose last year.
Fisher-Price is recalling a dumbbell toy because of a possible choking hazard to infants. Take a look. This plastic dumbbell is part of the Baby Biceps gift set. The toy maker says gray caps on the ends of the dumbbell can come off. The toy is sold at several major retailers, including Walmart and Target, as well as online. You are urged to take that dumbbell toy away from children and contact Fisher-Price to get a refund of $10. Inspectors found bugs and mold at a Boar's Head plant in Virginia that's been linked to a massive deli meat recall. According to a report from the USDA, safety inspections show 69 non-compliances at the plant within the last year. The Listeria outbreak linked to the Boar's Head plant has resulted in 57 hospitalizations in 18 states and at least 9 deaths.
A new FDA rule will require retailers to check the ID of any tobacco product buyer under the age of 30. Now, that's up from the age limit of the previous age limit of 27. The FDA said its final rule also restricts tobacco vending machines to places limited to people 21 and older. The main goal of its changes is to make it more difficult for underage people to get access to these products. The new restrictions apply to e-cigarettes too, which are the most popular among underage smokers. The new ID and vending machine limits will go into effect on September 30th.
It's Friday. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Today we've got a cool start to the day, and then we're seeing sunny skies. You'll want a light layer and shades. Our high for today is 89 degrees.
A working dog at San Francisco International Airport has been voted the Transportation Security Administration's cutest canine for 2024.
We want you to meet Barney, and he's worked as a TSA passenger screening canine at the San Francisco airport with his handler Michelle since 2022. Barney is a 5-year-old German short-haired pointer, trained to sniff out explosive materials, and he sure does look adorable with those long fluffy ears and his hat. After 2 rounds of national voting on TSA's social media page last week, Barney came out as the top dog. And a reminder, TSA canines are working dogs, and they should only be touched by their handlers. I keep telling Winnie she needs to get a job to contribute. Barney has a job.
What is she? She's a princess, though.
That's true. She even has the same hat as Barney to prove that.
A crown. It's now 6:42.
We're following some breaking news this morning of a house fire in Spokane Valley. Our Alexandra Konyartz is live.
More details on this house fire to come later on Good Morning Northwest and how those who were in this house earlier are doing now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry's Labor Day Inventory Blowout Sale. Experience huge discounts throughout the store on all new, consigned, and unique one-of-a-kind pieces. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Looks like you need some kind of quick payment to settle this whole mess.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out to those one call, that's all guys.
We want to make sure you're actually taken care of after an accident like this.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
In Comes Company, the smash hit Broadway musical. Winner 4 or 5 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Company is a hilarious musical masterpiece about life, love, and good company. Critics give it 5 stars, saying yes. It's really that good. Playing September 11th through 15th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet-sounding deal on F-150, Bronco Sport, Explorer, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings, because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX for $399 a month, or a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for outdoor concert lovers. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Hey, it's me, your skin. I want to feel clean, but will it leave me tight or stripped? CeraVe Foaming Cleanser removes excess oil with niacinamide and 3 essential ceramides. CeraVe prevents disruption of my barrier, so we're refreshingly clean. CeraVe Foaming Cleanser.
Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry's Labor Day Inventory Blowout Sale. Experience huge discounts throughout the store on all new, consigned, and unique one-of-a-kind pieces. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
It is 6:45, and we are following some breaking news out of Spokane Valley this morning. An early morning house fire in Green Acres.
And it started around 3 o'clock this morning on Desmond, just off of East Cataldo, and our Alexandra Cohen Yards is there live this morning. And Alexandra, you just spoke with a fire investigator. What did they have to say?
Yeah, good morning. So this fire actually started outside, and that is why the family who was asleep while this happened around 3 a.m. couldn't even hear any smoke alarms, because the smoke alarms didn't go off until once they were already awake and could see this fire growing inside of their home. Now, I'm going to take a step to the side for just a second so you can see the back deck, which now obviously is, you can see how the fire has really blown through there. And I just spoke with investigators who tell me that at this point, everyone is safe. The family was safe. The mother was able to wake up and get everybody out of the house, but the cat is still missing. And while this was all happening and firefighters were battling this fire, the roof actually did collapse. Luckily, nobody was injured on the fire crews, and everyone was able to get out safe and get the fire out as soon as possible. Now, at this time, investigators are still looking into what exactly caused this fire, but we are closely monitoring everything happening here, and we'll get back more details to you as soon as possible. This is Alexandra Cohen Yards reporting live from Spokane Valley. Back to you at the desk.
So glad everyone was able to get out okay.
Yeah, that is some good news. All right, we hope they find the kitty too.
Yes, for sure.
A live look over Riverfront Park, where Pig Out in the Park is going strong all weekend long, 11 in the morning till 10 at night. And it's going to be toasty if you're heading down there or anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get out of water maybe while you're down there.
Gosh, yeah, our plan for an earlier Pig Out in the Park experience, maybe some breakfast to start your day. We have a heat advisory in place this Saturday through Monday. This is for the entire area, shaded in orange on your screen, which really is the majority of our region here, right up to western Montana. We're expecting hot temperatures in the 90s for the most part, but some areas, including Lewiston, could even be into the 100s. As we look to the future, we're going to stick to these hotter temperatures. We're keeping on with this warming trend for the week ahead. And because of that, we want to give you a little bit of perspective here on the amount of 90-degree-plus days that we have had in Spokane. For August, we're right in line with our normal, which is 8. This is our average. And for September, we typically have about 1. And as we look at our forecast, it really is promising that we're going to surpass that. For our total, we're at 30 so far this year, and our normal is about 21. So really surpassing that here. For today, we have a high of 89 degrees. We're expecting sunny skies, calm winds, so you won't be getting too much relief from the winds. However, you will be getting relief with our overnight overnight lows. We have a low of 54 degrees, so definitely open up those windows. Take advantage of those early morning hours to go out for your dog walks, for your morning jogs. Here are our highs around the region. We're looking at 86 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 89 in Spokane, 88 in St. Mary's, and 87 in Pullman. Here's our planning forecast. As you can see, we are heating up and we're holding on to those warm temperatures. Our normal average high around this time of year is about 80 degrees. So we're going to keep on being above that for the next couple of days. Saturday, we're looking at 92 degrees. Cougar Football Saturday is going to be a little bit toasty, but nonetheless a great time. Go Cougs. And then Sunday, we are heating up to 95 degrees for our high. Definitely a good time to get in the water, get that AC going, drink plenty of water. And then for Monday, we're at 91. Monday is where our heat advisory will stop, because then we dip down to the 80s for the rest of next week. But hot temperatures all around. Those 90s are really going to hit us.
Sure are.
That's for sure. Got to remember what those feel like a little bit.
All right, Allison, thanks so much. It is now about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint is coming up.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Friday to you. We made it. We'll see you right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, or get 60 months no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
R&R RV just wrapped up a fantastic summer sale at the Spokane Fairgrounds with America's favorite brands. You know what that means? Fresh, used inventory. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, camper vans to diesel pushers, R&R RV has the pre-owned RV you've been waiting for. Take advantage of show pricing on these amazing fresh trade-ins. Don't miss it. Visit R&R RV today in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, or North Lewiston. Online at rnrrv.com. Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's delicious and nutritious gummies. Unwrap new Vitafusion soft chews, available now.
This week on Svengoolie, the Colossal Man is loose in Los Angeles. No, it's Colossal Beast.
Tremendous, gigantic, colossal.
Get the picture? It's War of the Colossal Beast. Get the picture?
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
Allie S. asks, how many devices can my Wi-Fi handle?
That's an easy one, Allie. The average home has more devices than ever.
But our gateways are engineered to handle hundreds.
So not only will they work today,
they'll also work tomorrow.
That's our new intern.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Power all your devices with fast, reliable Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale ends Monday.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time is 6:53, ready to take on your Friday with the Morning Sprint.
Allison Martinez is here with everything you need to know heading into a hot holiday weekend.
Hannah Joy is in studio with updates on the exclusive interview with Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz.
But first, we begin with some breaking news. Our Alexander Cohen Yards is live at an early morning house fire in Spokane Valley.
A house fire started just around 3 a.m. here in Spokane Valley, and it actually started outside on the outdoor deck which means that the family wasn't able to hear smoke alarms until the fire spread inside. Luckily, everybody was able to get outside as soon as possible, get out safely. There were no injuries that were reported. A cat is still missing. And while fire crews were battling this fire, the roof actually collapsed inside of the house. Again, no firefighters were injured there either. And luckily, everybody was able to get out safe. Investigators are still looking into what caused this fire.
And more breaking news this morning. The Freeman High School shooter will be resentenced. Caleb Sharp now facing 25 years to life. Sharp was 15 years old when he opened fire at Freeman High School, killing a classmate and injuring 3 others. During the short hearing yesterday afternoon, he did not speak and remained emotionless. This hearing comes after the Washington Court of Appeals said in an April opinion that the original 40 years to life sentence was unconstitutional because of Caleb Sharp's age at the time of the crime. The judge asked both parties if they expected to have anyone speak at the resentencing date, specifically any of the victims' families.
We have reached out to them and let them know that the state's position would be that they would have the opportunity to speak. I know that Ms. Strahan herself would like to speak. I know that a couple others have expressed the desire to do so as well.
The judge said resentencing would be set at a later date.
A judge will now decide where Brian Kohberger will have his trial in the suspected killing of 4 University of Idaho students. In yesterday's hearing, the defense argued that Latah County has received more media coverage on this case than any other county in the state, and that this overload of media coverage has poisoned the jury pool. And prospective jurors presume Kohberger to be guilty before the trial even begins.
And the right to a fair trial cannot happen in Latah County. There is way too much media coverage. It is biased media coverage. It has impacted the potential juror, and it causes bias in the potential juror.
The prosecution, on the other hand, said that there has been media coverage of this case everywhere, and traveling 300 miles to the Ada County Courthouse won't change that.
The fact is, Your Honor, this case has media coverage everywhere. That is something that was acknowledged by the defense, and that is something that is abundantly clear in these surveys.
And the state also said the logistics of moving this trial 300 miles away doesn't make sense, saying it cost a lot of money to house everybody needed during this 3-month period, and it's difficult to transport all the evidence across the state. Judge John Judge did not make a ruling yesterday, and we haven't been told when to expect that decision.
We are heating up around the inland northwest. For our temperatures today, we are at 86 degrees in Coeur d'Alene and 89 in Spokane. And as we approach the weekend, we'll be in the 90s Friday or Saturday through Monday. We have a heat advisory in place for those days. This is our entire area shaded in orange here, right up to the western Montana.
A man is now facing charges for seriously injuring another man in the Garland district earlier this month. It happened near West Garland Avenue and North Post Street on the 15th. Spokane police say 48-year-old Johnny Witherspoon attacked a victim and then left him unresponsive with some serious head injuries. Witherspoon now faces first-degree assault charges.
The city of Spokane has until the end of the year to allocate the rest of the money from the American Rescue Plan. These funds are supposed to go to programs still recovering from COVID. After-school programs like the Boys and Girls Club of Spokane County can apply for up to $50,000 with the Youth Sports and Activities grants up until September 21st. It would be up to the program to decide whether that money went toward expanding facilities or offering scholarships to families.
Harris and her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, since becoming Harris facing questions about flip-flopping on several issues, like her position on the Green New Deal, Medicare, and building the border wall. She says one of her highest priorities is to strengthen the middle class. Harris and Trump are scheduled to face off in their first debate on September 10th. It will be hosted by ABC News.
The United States Postal Service is outlining security plans ahead of the 2024 general election. Its goal is to improve the safe delivery of mail-in ballots, including additional pickups, extra deliveries, and special mail sort plans to expedite ballot delivery. The USPS said those efforts will begin in late October. And to learn more about election security plans, you can tune in to Good Morning America right after this. And we will be back with a final check of your Friday and your weekend weather. That's next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for outdoor concert lovers. And get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Drive into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
When it comes to voting for local judges, it's tempting to just guess, but making an educated decision might be more important than you think. I'm Derek Dice. I'll show you how to judge the judges on your ballot before you vote. Watch For the People coverage Tuesday on 4 News Now at 6.
We are taking a live look over the Spokane Pavilion there in downtown. We've got a sunny and warm day in store. We've got highs in the 80s around the inland northwest. 89 is our high on this Friday. We've got sunny skies, some cooler overnight lows to help make things more comfortable, and then tomorrow we'll hike up to 92, 95 for Sunday, and 91 for Monday. We have a heat advisory in place for the entirety of Labor Day weekend. Tuesday will start to cool down to 85, and then we'll be in the upper 80s. We're seeing warmer temperatures for the next couple of days.
Stay cool, and thanks for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we hope you can stick around for Good Morning America. We will be live with updates during that.